Apparently when my grandma first came to America, she didn't know what a raccoon was and assumed it was just a messed up cat and adopted it. I just imagine this 13-year-old girl with a heavy Eastern European accent being like,
"This is my cat Peter. He is not very friendly."
adults pretending to be teens in US shows. Adults pretending to be teens in European shows. Europe's got it in spades. Look at the bafflement, the dishevelment, the utter chaos of that group energy. They know. They remember being a teenager. They did it perfect in The In-Betweeners. I've never seen a TV show that did it so perfectly as this one. The power flickered 3 times. If we lose power, I'm quitting. Just give me 20 minutes for my chicken nuggets to cook. Please. Please. Vegan, I hope your power runs out. That's nice and all, but the chicken is already in the nuggets. The power going out doesn't save a chicken. It's a nugget already. Sorry. Genuinely, one of the saddest parts of this new era of the internet is how hard it is to rickroll someone now. With people's attention span shortening so much, they wouldn't even get through the first few bait seconds before clicking off the video. Like, I saw a comment that ended with, "By the way, I made all of this up." And the replies kept treating it so seriously because none of them finished the entire 4-sentence comment.
We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. A full commitment's what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this from any other guy. I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.
Gotcha! Step 1 to overcoming social anxiety is to realize that most people kind of suck, and their opinion of you is literally worthless. Step 2 is to realize that the people who don't suck are actually pretty cool with whatever weird stuff you say. This applies to romantic partners too, by the way. If you can't date someone and you can't be yourself, what is the point? Oh my goodness. It's an albino raccoon. Quick! Spot the main character! It's so weird how much of a raccoonness is tied up in its pattern. This looks like a completely different animal. Some sort of weird marsupial. Yeah, I think it's the eyeshadow. Raccoons are just too goth, and this guy's just too chill. Oh my gosh, guys, you can unscrew the screws from the train windows using your screwdriver. Look at this. Yo, Amtrak, check this out. Rating, not cute. Please don't do this. It seriously hurts the train. It could also hurt a passenger because it could lead to them sticking their arm out the window.
What if I unscrew rusty screws and then screw in new screws from a little baggie I snuck on the train?
I suppose I can allow it. A bit weird though. Ugh. What they don't show you in The Incredibles. It's slightly less horrifying when you remember that she's Elastigirl, so her body is allowed to stretch like that. Doesn't mean I like it. I don't like it. Apparently Doki Doki Literature Club is one of those just play it and read nothing about it games, so I'll probably check that out. About an hour in and I'm super intrigued. It's obviously foreshadowing something, but the poems are really good. I think I share a lot of similar writing ideologies with this game. I have this genuine reaction to playing the game myself. This was the video of me realizing it a couple of years ago. Are you kidding me? This girl that sits with me was complaining about another girl because she likes the same band as her but doesn't dress like it. So obviously she doesn't really listen to them? How do you dress like the music you listen to? As an Imagine Dragons fan, I am never seen not in a full dragon costume.
As an Arctic Monkey fan, this is me, an Arctic Monkey.
Cheese is just a loaf of milk. She's right, and I'm scared. This implies a liquid form of bread. Beer? What? I still don't understand what possessed so many well-respected actors to do the Spy Kids movies. Like, did they pay really well? Did you want these beautiful, terrible movies to be a blemish on your career forever? Why? Antonio Banderas did so many high-profile movies, then in Spy Kids he looked like this. What? Why are you dissing the Spy Kids movies? They are cinematic masterpieces that can never be reproduced. Like, you will never be able to make a trilogy as awesome as Spy Kids. One time in driver's ed training, we stopped in the middle of nowhere off the highway at a combination KFC and Taco Bell. Guy at the counter was wearing a Taco Bell hat and asked, KFC or Taco Bell? Before I said anything, so I said, KFC? And this bro dipped behind the counter and reappeared with a KFC hat on instead. I admire the dedication. Fathers casually dropping the craziest lore of their lives in the middle of a conversation. My brother and I are trying to piece together our dad's life based on random info he casually brings up once and then never mentions again. How do we do it? One time my dad told me that his car crashed and fell off a bridge, with him in it. What am I supposed to do after hearing that? Hey guys, this is my new best friend. I'm making a cake. Look at it, it's so cute. I made my batter from scratch and I made a strawberry yogurt frosting. Yummy! Cannot wait to see what this weird little guy looks like. Oh, the lamb is done. The lamb is cooling. The lamb did not come out of the pan very well. Features have been lost. Frosting may be needed to rescue the lamb. Behold, my son. Hey, do you take criticism? I do not, and please don't speak to me or my son ever again. A friend of mine got top surgery, and they swapped his nipples. Like he had a mole next to one, and after the surgery, the mole was on the other side. Oh my god. The old switcheroo. My toddler is 3 years old and won't eat anything other than fine porterhouse steaks and sweet port wine. You need to discipline your child. Port is a horrible choice for the main course, and wildly clashes with a rich béarnaise. Dude. He's 3. And uncultured. Get a new child. Puny little gremlin. Get this. A Taken-style action movie where a man searches for his wife. As he fights baddies and gunfights and hand-to-hand combat, it's slowly revealed that his wife hasn't been kidnapped. Their marriage is not healthy or functional. This guy isn't rescuing his wife. He's hunting her down. His wife is a crime boss. Those are her hench people he's fighting in a John Wick bloodbath. The tension builds until, drenched in blood, our protagonist steps forward to the final showdown. He pulls a manila envelope from his bullet-torn jacket and throws it at his wife's feet. He's just spent an entire trilogy biting and killing and maiming, all so he can deliver his stupid wife her divorce papers. This is because you don't answer your emails, Bethany. It's not that hard to get stuff notarized, Bethany. Many banks provide that service, Bethany. Free of charge! Isn't it odd how the human mind expands inwardly forever? I can build characters and worlds and universes and define new laws of nature, construct stories and timelines and fit it all together inside my own head. And yet, I can't draw a bloody lamp? I can't express how true this is. I think that's just a big joke that God liked to play on us. Is like, you can be smart, but you can't do simple things. I miss the days when no matter how slow your internet was, if you paused any video and let it buffer long enough, you could watch it uninterrupted. Yeah, what happened? Genuine question, why can't we do that anymore? The face of a creature that knows nothing. Nothing. Wrong. It knows the warmth of your cupped hands. It knows how it feels to have a full belly, and it knows the feeling of soft pets on its fur.
I think this guy knows how to make meth.
Imagine being in a bar, overhearing an argument between two guys, calling each other morons, and one of them says, I speak 12 languages, and you barely speak one. Don't you call me stupid. And lists 12 languages, and one of them happens to be your native language. So you chime in like, really? You speak Swahili? And the dude answers in a very polite wording with perfect grammar and pretty good pronunciation. I don't actually speak Swahili, but please don't expose and embarrass me. And carries on arguing with the guy who has no idea what he just said. Are you telling me he learnt that sentence in Swahili just for this exact moment? How did he do that? None of y'all know what propaganda actually is, do you?
It's when a British person takes a good look at something.
This is legitimately the absolute funniest thing anyone has ever added to one of my posts. Thank you for your service. Evil game design must never be done for money reasons. Evil game design must be done for the love of evil itself. Like this game. This wretched game. This is the funniest expression ever pulled in all of Star Wars history. Clearly you don't own an air fryer. It's not an appliance the Jedi would sell you. I think instead of the woman taking her husband's name when they get married or doing the hyphenated thing, couples should just smash their last names together. So like, if a Smith married a Grabowski, you could be Smabowski, or Grabith, or Grasmithski. And then as the generations go on, the names just get more and more ridiculous. I second this. This needs to be a thing. Every show should have a labyrinth episode, like a beach episode, but where the characters all get stuck in the labyrinth, regardless of the tone or setting of the rest of the show. I agree, and there should always be a Goblin King played by David Bowie. I think that would make it really fun. Did you know that if you subscribe to GioSpeaks, everything good in your life will always happen to you? Trust me, it's proven. So you gotta do it.